I thought this story, which is from the Great Rock Hermitage, where he stayed for a year, and he had one person there among all of these different students who were there, who was a 61-year-old, highly devoted person. He served Padmasambhava the whole year, every day, without asking for anything, without asking for any teaching. And then Padmasambhava was getting ready to leave. And then he finally pulled himself together and he addressed Padmasambhava. You know, Padmasambhava was really a greatly recognized and admired master there of these practices. So he was probably in some ways also a little intimidating. But he said to him, he's a great master, think of me with kindness. I am uneducated, my intelligence is small, and I'm old. So my elements are worn down. Please, I beg you to give me teachings, simple to understand, that can cut through doubt, is easy to realize and apply, and has an effective view and will help me in future lives. Then, and this particular presentation of Padmasambhava is called the pointing of the walking stick at the heart, something like that. You know, there's a collection of sayings that were collected by Padmasambhava's consort, main student, who was a great teacher in her own right, the Queen of Great Bliss, Sogyal. And she was writing all these things down as they happened. And it's really a great service that she did. And she's a Dakini and really a very highly developed. She's also depicted all over Nepal and Tibet. An answer to the deep longing that this man was expressing. Padmasambhava pointed his walking staff at the old man, his heart, and he said, look here, old man, look into the awakened mind and your own awareness. It has neither form nor color, neither center nor edge. At first, it has no origin, but is empty. Next, it has no dwelling place, but is empty. At the end, it has no destination, but is empty. So what he's saying with that is that this core awareness that we are, there's no beginning, there's no end. It is just the awakened mind, and we already are that. It's just that we are not paying attention to it. It's that simple. So he continues with this, and he says, this emptiness is not made of anything. It's clear and cognizant. That means it's crystal clear, it's pure, it is aware. When you see this and recognize it, you have seen your natural face. You understand the nature of things. You have seen the nature of mind. You have resolved the basic state of reality and cut through doubts about topics of knowledge. So this is really also, what we've been trying to say in the talks lately, is that by tuning into this deeper self in you and really listening to that, using your pure awareness and just listening, you can get so much wisdom and information from there. And this is what he's saying to this old man. You already have it all in you. You just have to be able to stay connected with it. This is the main challenge. And he goes on, he says, this awakened mind of awareness is not made of any material substance. It is self-existing and inherent in yourself. This is the nature of mind that does not consist of a concrete perceiver and something perceived to fixate on. Listen to that. Now, when we do, paradoxically, when we do open eyes, you are fixated on me or whoever is sitting here, whoever you're working with. But the point of it is to move through that fixation as a gateway to where you are not fixated, where you are opening to that pure awareness that is your own core and everybody's core. You understand that? This is really the purpose of it. It is not to get fixated on looking at this person and, think, oh, yeah, he's this, he's that, or she's this or that. That has nothing to do with it. You're using it, the connection, as a gateway into your own deeper awareness. And this happens naturally to the extent that you allow it. And what makes you allow it is your depth of surrender. To the degree that you cling to your doubt and your fear and your thoughts and your emotions and so on, and that, then of course all those things are detrimental. But don't judge yourself for that. Notice it and take a different approach. Try again, try again, try again, do it again, do it again. Eventually, you start to see what this deeper state is. And it's so really, really, really simple. And this human being that he was, Padmasambhava, and the tremendous spiritual presence that he was very, very clear about that. That's what he communicated to his students. So, but this sentence is really very critical, It is the nature of your mind becomes revealed to you when you give up the perceiving anything concrete. You're not grasping after anything. You are not looking for anything. You are not struggling to reach anything. You are turned within yourself. You are in that witness awareness, which tells you, clearly what the nature of life is. So he says the awakened state of enlightenment is your own awareness that is naturally awake. In it, there is nothing that goes to the hells. In other words, there is no judging good or bad. You can have any thoughts flow through your mind. It doesn't matter. It's your lack of fixating on it that matters, and your surrender makes that possible. Awareness is naturally pure. There's nothing there to purify when you have your awareness of it. But there is a process of preparation and purification to get to where you can have that direct experience. This great view of the natural state is present in you. Resolve that it is not to be sought for elsewhere. And think of it yourself. Where do you look when you feel desire or doubt or this or that or that? The tendency on the part of many people is to look outside, look here, look there, and you never find it. It's right in the core of yourself. And every single person who has really achieved anything in this arena is saying the same thing. So he's also saying that whatever external appearance you perceive, it's a naturally occurring appearance and a naturally emptiness. Naturally freed appearances become your helpers, and you can practice while taking appearances as the path. Now that is very, very, very inclusive. That means you can certainly take this open eyes class and me or whoever's sitting here as an opportunity, to use that connection as a gateway. Go from perceiving to letting go and opening into the pure awareness that is making it possible. And also all your whole life becomes, and we've said that many times, but it doesn't sink in a lot of times. Your whole life, if you approach it like this, is your inner work. Because everything that you experience in your outer life is an opportunity to see through the surface of it into the essence of it. And it's all that same awareness. If we see it in that perspective, in that view, that's what it becomes. And the work then, or the practice, is to consciously always shift the attention from the clinging and chasing to the pure witness. It's really very, very simple, but it is, of course, challenging to do.